Good afternoon, everybody. What is going on? I am jeffgrantMEDIA. In today's real user review, we're going to be taking a look at the Triple Aught Design Fast Pack Scout. Now, Tad did send me this bag as a sample for review, but all the opinions in this video are mine and mine alone. I did not share this content with Triple Aught Design prior to publication. They will see this when you do. In addition to that, there is an affiliate link in the description box down below. If you're considering buying this bag or anything else from Triple Aught Design, please consider using that link. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but I do get a small percentage of that sale kicked back to me, and all the proceeds go back into the channel to help me create more content so users can make informed purchasing decisions. Okay, so now this is the second bag that Chad had sent me out of the original unboxing that I did. And I've now been using this for a couple of weeks. And I can say that the craftsmanship and build quality of the Scout is definitely on par with that of the Axiom. Both of these bags have been built amazingly well. These will definitely survive just about anything you can throw at them, and probably then some. So these are basically bomb-proof bags. So this is the 1000D version of the Scout. They do make a couple other versions. This particular one that we're taking a look at today is the 1000D version and comes in at $159 USD. It is available in Woodland Camo or God's Plaid as seen here. It is also available in Multicam Tropic. This is a 15-liter pack with Drylex Aerospace Moisture Management Mesh, Hyplon reinforcement at the hydration port hole. Each of the compression straps as well as the hip belt come equipped with retaining straps for the extra webbing. It is a full clamshell bag that weighs 37.6 ounces. It uses YKK zippers and is made in the USA. Now, this being a 15-liter bag is made to carry your EDC essentials, to be docked to another pack in the Tad Lightspeed lineup to carry all of your essentials for the mission, or to be used as your peak bag, because this is completely compatible with the other Lightspeed bags. You can attach this to one of the other bags, and then when you're mountaineering and you want a peak bag, you disengage this and use this as your peak bag, or if you're on the mission and you need to travel light, you'll disengage and put your essentials in this bag and carry on. But I have not been in the military, and I do not have any missions to go on, nor am I a mountaineer, so I am not peak bagging, so this has been carrying my EDC essentials. And being a 15-liter pack, I did have to shed a few of my EDC essentials for the past 2 weeks. It wasn't a big deal. I only had to remove 3 pieces of gear. And by doing so, I was able to carry the essentials that I absolutely do need and still have a little bit of extra space for any incidentals that I may have to carry to or from work. But also, this is 1000D, and 1000D tends to be a little bit stiffer, so I believe once this bag breaks in, it's going to loosen up a little bit, and I'll actually be able to more comfortably fit more things inside this bag. Just because it's still, I've only been using it for a couple weeks, it's still relatively new. The 1000D isn't fully broken in yet, so it is a little bit stiff, and once that stiffness kind of wears away, it'll be a lot easier to pack out, and I'll be able to most likely put all 3 of those EDC pieces back into this bag. But while we're talking about the EDC pieces that I had to remove, let's see what EDC pieces I can still carry in this bag. Starting here in the front zip admin panel, you can see I have 2 pens, my cortisone, and I have 2 pouches here, my first aid kit that is a necessity, and then below that we have my other 2 Skinnet solution bags that I have all sorts of things in, like chargers and meds. Because now that I'm in my 40s, I cannot leave home without ibuprofen and allergy medicine. And of course, my notebooks. And I still actually had plenty of room inside this pouch because it's 3-dimensional. It has plenty of its own space and it pushes away from the internal of the bag. But I did carry only these few things just to allow me that extra space I might need in here for any incidentals that I might toss in here to or from work. And if we take this side view, you really can see how much space is actually inside this front admin pocket. There is quite a bit. This has a lot of its own 3-dimensional space here. You can fit quite a bit in here, and it does actually go up as well. So you can fit things up. If you wanted to put something longer in here, you could tuck it up underneath the lid and then zipper it closed, and you can actually fit a fairly large piece of gear inside this front admin pouch. Now, this is a clamshell bag, but it's not a true full clamshell because there is still about 2.5 inches between the zipper and the bottom of the bag. So we can unzip this bag and we can essentially fully clamshell it open, but this front pocket, it still goes down for about 2.5 inches below the fold. So if you put anything long in here in this zipper pocket, it's going to kind of get in the way. So you're gonna have to make sure when you pack this out, you pack it out with something that you can still allow it to flip open, or you're just not going to be able to fully clamshell the bag open. But inside the pack, we have my bandana that I think everyone needs, my tech kit, my journal, that is a necessity for me, and then my tablet. So this is a Fire 10, so this is a 10-inch tablet, but you can fit a MacBook Air in Tad's video, and they fully fit a 15-inch MacBook Pro in here and fully close it. So you can fit a 15-inch MacBook Pro in here. It will not have any protection because it will just go into the main body of the bag, but you can in fact fit your 15-inch laptop inside this bag. Okay, now that we basically have this thing emptied, let's go over a few of the features that I didn't touch on while I was showing you my EDC, because there are quite a few extra features in this bag that I'm not currently using for my daily carry. And one of them is right here. I did not reattach the compression strap because it kind of hides these little lashing loops here, so they are hidden underneath the compression strap when they're closed. But underneath each strap, so there are 4 loops that you can fit a variety of different attachments here. Tad sells a bunch of things that will strap to the side of the bag. You can also throw like a hero clip, a carabiner, or something like that on there. But when you have the compression straps closed, they're kind of hidden. You don't even know they're there. It just looks, you might see the black, but it just looks like it's the end of the tab for the lashing strap or the compression strap. You can't even tell that it's actually a piece of webbing that you can actually mount something to. So they're smartly hidden right underneath these straps that if you easily pull them back and stick your finger there, you can tell it is a loop, but they are very, very smartly hidden there behind the compression straps. Another thing here is something that I actually didn't even realize was there until I was doing my notes today, so I didn't have a chance to use this pocket because I completely missed it when I did my initial once over of the bag and going over the website. But down here, you can see, I think I even pointed out these straps here, but underneath or above those straps, there's this big inverse pocket. It goes all the way up to the zipper here. So this inverse pocket can be very, very useful for something like a shell, something thin packable, like if you're wearing a very packable rain jacket. Or I actually started kind of carrying, if it's not on my person, it's been in my car, my Proof 72-hour UPF hoodie. And had I known this pocket was there that entire time, I probably wouldn't be carrying that hoodie with me because that is a great packable size and it would fit perfectly inside this pocket. Now, another case use for this would be to put a transport tail. You can lash the transport tail here, and then you will utilize the compression straps to adjust the transport tail. And then if you are not using the transport tail and you want to go back to a slick look, you could just tuck the transport tail right up inside that inverse pocket and it disappears. So this pocket is incredibly versatile, and I really wish that I knew it was there prior to me doing my testing instead of the day I was writing my notes, because it's a really cool pocket. It's a really cool idea. Usually you'll see a small pocket like this on bags, and it's usually where they stick the rain cover. Usually the rain cover is attached, or the rain fly for the bag. But this being the size that it is, you can actually fit a bunch of stuff, anything up there. It's really going to be a very versatile pocket. Another thing that I touched on, I said this in my specs, but is that the bag comes equipped with web dominators, which is really nice because they do give you a lot of slack in all of these straps. So you have them on both the compression straps on both sides. So you have 4 of them on the compression straps, and then you actually have them on the hip belt as well. So you actually have 6 web dominators already on the bag installed. So I mean, they're not the hardest thing to find. You can pick them up on Amazon. You can pick them up pretty inexpensive, but the fact that the bag already comes with them and they're already installed, that's a really big plus, because it's a nice feature to have, because a lot of times you get a lot of these bags and they have a lot of strap dangling. I don't know how many times I've been cruising on my ruckus going, 35, 40 miles an hour, and I just have a strap flapping in the wind, or hit me in the helmet, or hit me on my jacket, and it's just incredibly annoying, both the sound, and if it's hitting you on the body or something, it could be annoying feeling it over and over and over again. And when I put these compression straps back on the bag, I now don't have that extra tail, that extra webbing to be dangling in the breeze. Not only is it annoying when you're riding on a scooter or a motorcycle, it could be dangerous if you're out and about. They can easily get caught on stuff. They can get caught on a person, they can get caught on an object. It can actually become a hazard. So tying these things up, all that extra webbing is a very big necessity, and the fact that this bag already comes with web dominators on there, it's a big thumbs up, it's a big positive, it's a great feature to have. Another feature that I'm really liking here is the Haplon reinforcement on the grab handle here. Now this is a thinner grab handle, you know, I generally like a little bit thicker one, but this being a 15-liter bag, this is a pretty good thickness. But I really like this Haplon. It feels good, it's giving me good grip. I never had a Haplon grab handle before. You can see below it is also the output port for the water bladder, and that's also Haplon, but really the grab handle, having it on there, that's a really nice feature. It's not something I ever thought about. I don't know what it is about it, but I really like it. It just feels really comfortable. And then if we go inside the bag across the top, you can see we have 3 attachment points here. This long one in the middle, this is for your water bladder. This is how you will loop it around and secure your water bladder so it doesn't droop down into the bag. You can utilize it with or without the mesh pocket if you want, but this strap will keep it from tipping over and sinking down. But these 2 slick clips are really nice because these allow you to add a control panel inside the bag. And then you could put anything you want in here, any kind of control panel. If you want webbing, you want pockets, you want Velcro, you can attach that to these 2 clips here, and it will keep it secured inside the bag. And you can then turn this into any sort of organization that you might need. So for any sort of tactical purposes, you can lay this bag out exactly how you want it. So what you need is where you need it, when you need it, and it's always gonna be there. And then another thing I said about this 15-liter pack is that it can dock to other bags in the Lightspeed lineup. So you use this as a companion bag. You will connect this to any of the other Lightspeed bags, and I'm sure you can connect this to a variety of other packs as well, but you can connect this to a different bag, so then when you get to where you're going, if you're mountaineering or something of the like, you'll take this, and this will be your peak bag. You'll take this instead of your larger pack to the top. So you put your food, your shelter, anything that you might need in here, and then you finish the hike. And then lastly, one of the features that I really want to talk about and point out is the suspension of this bag. Now it looks basic. It doesn't look like there's a lot going on. You know, you have your air mesh back panel, large center channel, you have some fairly thick, nicely padded shoulder straps, but it doesn't look like there's a lot going on here. But actually the geometry of the suspension is well thought out, and it fits really well. It does deceivingly look very simple, but it actually has a lot of thought gone into it. In the geometry of it, it sits really nicely on the back. It contours over the clavicle very nicely. It's very comfortable to wear, and the bag itself is designed so it can be worn over a variety of torso lengths. So you don't have to dial this in specifically to your torso length. You can fit over a wider variety of torso lengths. So overall, what do I think of the triple Aught design Lightspeed Scout? I'm very happy with this bag. It is a bit small for me for my EDC, but again, I think as this core dura loosens up a little bit more, it's going to be a little more pliable, and I could probably put those 3 pieces of gear back in. Now the shoulder straps on here, these were incredibly comfortable. You can see these actually flex really well. These broke in quickly, mostly the right one, because that's the one I grab all the time, but the left one, it's still a tiny bit stiffer, but it still flexes. It broke in really well, and we still have a lot of padding there. It is I'd say medium dense foam, so it does have a good amount of squish to it, and they were very comfortable to wear. It's been very hot. This back panel has been pretty nice, and generally when I'm commuting on the scooter, I am also wearing a denim jacket, so when I'm coming home and it's 90 plus, it's very hot, and I'm at a stoplight, I'm in the sun baking, and this center channel is very wide, so it does give me a lot of space to kind of evacuate a lot of that bad hot air that's coming off my body on my back. So it actually vents me really well. It carries everything that I need. Yes, I did have to shed 3 pieces of gear, but I was still able to carry all of my essentials in here. The things that I absolutely need and use on the daily were still in this bag, and I had a little bit of extra room for any of those incidentals. Now, it has looks like a basic setup and design, but there's actually a lot of well thought out features that are hidden in here. We have the straps, namely this this pocket, this inverted pocket that I completely missed. Don't know how I did that, but I completely missed that pocket. It's so well hidden. It could be a great anti-theft pocket if you're using this bag for travel. Stick anything up there that you don't want a thief to find, because I was using this bag, looking at the specs on the website, and I still missed the pocket until I watched a TAD video. So it would be a great anti-theft pocket, better than some of those side ones that are sewn into the side seams of your back panel, because again, I'm a bag dude, and I completely missed that pocket for 2 weeks. I had no idea it existed. So the pocket is very useful, and it's also very well hidden. Overall though, I mean, it's been a great pack. It's held up phenomenally well. It's built incredibly well, bomb-proof quality. This is the second bag that I've now used from Aught Design, both of which were a pleasure to use. But most importantly, who doesn't love some woodland camo or some God's plaid? The color is just awesome. So yeah, I'm stoked. I'm sold on this bag. Do I think it's worth $159 USD? Yeah, this is an American-made bag. It's built to the highest of qualities. It is a companion piece, so this could be added as a piece of kit to a variety of other bags. Uses a growable piece of gear. It is made from great quality materials, great craftsmanship, made in America, expandable, very well thought out hidden features, very smart features, and yeah, it might be a little bag, but it definitely packs a big punch. So I am very pleased with the Aught Design Lightspeed Scout bag. So if you like this video or any of my other videos, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Smash that big red button and ring that bell right next to it so you get notifications the next time I post a brand new video. Good night.